so that we can get some more playing done. We'll play a little bit single player. We'll try out a few things, and we'll go from there, basically. That's why the music is so loud. That's why I learned that at least part of this music is not to Twitch's liking, as they have managed to silence parts of my fucking last stream, which is now fun and dandy, but well, fuck it. So without much further ado, we shall set up a little game, play for a little bit, and well, depending on if strategy shows up or not, because now it's 1 o'clock in the morning, if he's in bed, I can't actually blame him for that. We'll change games and we'll play something else. And well, I mean, I'm open for suggestions, you know, you can take from the usual things. Play was finding discount of my favorite. That's nice. Oh yeah, that's a nice experience. When you go out, not thinking anything, you know, not hopeful, you go into the store, you walk amongst the beer, and then it is there. Your favorite beer, discounted. Actually, fuck that, you know, I'm probably gonna get myself a beer considering how fucky my day was. I hate being so fucking weak. Oh well. Complaints aside, that's not gonna help me. Wait tutorial, we tried that. I guess we could set up a bit of a continuous play for a little bit. For the moment, I say we'll play for roughly an hour, let's say. That should give strategy enough time to eventually drop by, and if not, as I said, you know, if he's asleep, I'm not gonna blame him. It's fucking 1 in the morning, and I know he's in the same time zone as me, so yeah, no blaming from my side.
Choose your flag.
Gay, gay, gay. Not so gay, because reminds me of the HRE. Actually, it reminds me of the HRE flag in Medieval 2, now that I think about it. But oh well. Sail we shall. Ooh, that's a big island. Let's see if we can get there first. Claim it for ourselves in the name of our Lord and Savior. Which I have not determined who is yet, but, well, you know, at least according to D&D, there's a whole fucking pantheon to choose from. You know, you can make it easy and go for the Greco-Roman ones. I really like the idea of the monotheism. For some reason, it always feels strange that you have one guy responsible for everything. Apart from, you know, a bunch of guys and girls doing crazy shit, like Zeus. Zeus really is a strange character, isn't he? I mean, he's literally the incarnation of human lust, because that guy literally did everything human and beyond to get into other people's bands. Including, mind you, and not limited to, also, to put it like that, turning himself into a snake. I guess he's the original creator of the idea of human-animal sex in that regard, so that's something of a title. Ah, Zeus. What a funny little creature. Can I? Nice. Normally, you should of course explore first and see what resources the island has. But when you're playing with the AI, and since you can't actually, you know, change it. Nice. You kind of have the problem that you kind of have to basically go for luck. Because otherwise, you know, if let's say you find a good island, you start the research the island first. The AI usually is faster than you because they know, of course, which resources are on the island. They shouldn't, but they do, which means they sail for an island, as they said. Sometimes they fake. They fake out. That means, you know, they go to an island, they, of course, know what's on the island, they sail away, you know, they pretend that they actually didn't like what was on the island. That's fucking amazing. But yeah, today was an interesting day. I can tell you that much. Sitting here going like, okay, our lady is at 4 o'clock, okay, I feel so fucking shitty that I actually need to lie down. Okay, fun times. Not happy gaming man. Yeah, thank you very much, little Terry, and do feel free to come back whenever you please. As you know, we are open here like that. But yeah, what a day I tell ya. What a day I tell ya indeed. Not one I'm too happy repeating, hopefully. Yeah. Now, I'll give you advice. Never go to the hospital for an extended period of time. Never come out of the hospital with parts of your fucking kidney missing. That's a bad idea. And, well, never start taking lots of medication because the doctor says so. That's horrible things to you. Okay, now that I have grabbed enough about that, we should play games, because playing games is fun. It's enjoyable, it's relaxing, and it's actually traditionally my way of running away from reality for a little bit. I think it's an important aspect, you know, gaming. Actually, the same can be said for videos, for anime,
has been settled.
and other things. They all serve as escapism, of course. A bit of an escape from the evils of reality, whichever they might be. Which is why I find it so funny when people then make the argument of, yes, let's bring all the real life stuff that you probably don't want to face inside of your fucking preferred medium of escapism. It's like, are you sure that's a good idea?
A new city has been founded.
I'm somewhat doubtful, let's just say. Yeah, what do I do to prevent my kidney from dying? Generally speaking, apart from, you know, getting randomly some nonsense, you need to keep hydrated, basically. And I really do mean that. That is the most simplest rule, and that is kind of what I need to do, which is also why I need to get up and grab myself another bottle of water soon. But generally speaking, if you want to treat your kidney somewhat okayish, then do make sure that you're keeping hydrated. Because every single time you're not hydrated, your kidney has to do horrible, horrible things, work-wise, to keep you alive. It does so pretty damn well, but it's not good for you. So do keep that in mind. It's not really that much of a problem when you are, you know, for your liver. Well, the best advice for your liver, my friend, is to not drink alcohol. Especially not excessively. Because your liver is mainly responsible for dealing with that. So, yeah, about drinking? Although, you know, I had one young doctor, and I'm never getting tired of telling this story, because I'm actually liking this one. All the older doctors were like, you can't smoke any longer, you can't drink any longer, you can do nothing fun. You know, the best you basically just sit down and do nothing at all any longer. That guy was like, no, okay, so listen, I know that sounds all horrible, but, okay, so for starters, just, you know, don't overdo it, do it in moderation. That's probably gonna serve you better. So, you know, with Dr. Seal of Approval, you can do some drinking, you can do some smoking. Don't pretend that you don't know where your fucking cancer comes from when you get it. Case of smoking especially. But, it's not gonna kill you immediately. And it's your fucking choice. You kinda wanna have some life quality, you know? Well, yeah, some people are happy not doing any of that, sure. But if you're one such as myself, who actually enjoys that, and you know, don't stop completely. Might not be the most soundest advice, but it's advice I like. Also, you know, no matter of all of these old doctors, let me just quickly, you know, just between us say the following, considering, you know, the sort of overblown speech they give you about what is all bad and how it all will kill you, do you know how many of those assholes were outside in the smoking area every single time I went there? It's like, listen, you assholes don't listen to your own advice. Why the fuck should I listen to your advice? Just because you got a fucking degree or something doesn't mean that makes the hypocrisy any less hypocritical, does it? Just, yeah. The message of the day is just don't overdo it, basically. That's honestly all I can really advise you on. Yeah, basically. If you reduce your life to just living healthy, you know, to never do anything that you consider to be fun or relaxing, you know, having a drink or anything, or, you know, having a smoke. Stop smoking cigarettes, stop smoking pipe. Pipe is a lot better. You see here, pipe's good. It's not really healthier, mind you, but it gives you a better feeling. But that's the sort of luxury that makes your life worthwhile. If you do nothing, you know, if you just spend your time working, and you do some, I don't know, some fitness exercises, then you eat something healthy, and you rinse and repeat that every single day without ever doing anything else. When you're lying on your deathbed, you're gonna be fucking sad, aren't you? You're gonna be sitting there like, well, shit, I never do it. I never did anything. That's kinda bad. I'd rather spend my time here, play some fun with friends, play some games. What are you supposed to use your money on? Let me be very honest, Harry. You should use your money on me. Obviously. No. I can buy a house and a car. Well, the general advice still holds true for most nations, I think. If you have the money to spend, house is a good investment. Real estate always was a good investment. A car is more a necessity, and depending on where you live, you might want one. If you're living inside a city and it has good public transportation, you probably won't need one. Actually, in some cases, since the streets will be fucking full, it's actually more of a nuisance than the other way around. But I guess go down the usual path, use your money on the usual. Get some insurances, you know, the basic bitches, the stuff they should have taught you about in school, but they didn't because they're fucking idiots. It's like, sure, you need to know how to determine how to, you know, find out how big a circle is or how big the radius is. You know, that's important, sure. You're gonna use that all the time in your life. Not that useful, but what fucking sort of insurance you need. You might want to get. No, of course not. That's totally not information you will ever need. Idiots. Well, perhaps about the schooling system aside, I guess the good way to spend your money hasn't really changed in any way, shape, or form. Jesus, why is my throat trying to kill me? Jesus. Considering what the weather has done to me the last few days, I've basically existed solely on a diet of fruit juice, a few slices of bread here and there. My appetite has really fucking me. Well, yeah. Honestly, if you're still young, let's say that you are mid-20. That's pretty damn young. At mid-20, you should be, ideally that is, I wasn't one of those candidates, mind you. You're somewhat settled in at your job. You should have gone through your education as far as you wanted to take it, and you should basically be at least starting out at a company where you kind of see yourself staying a bit longer. It's actually a good time to, you know, maybe go down, you know, get yourself into debt for a nice house or something, and start paying back your loan. Because that is an investment far to the future, and it is a good investment, mind you, not wrong. Then again, chances are, especially considering the massive amount of choices that young people have nowadays, you might be more of in a more experimental phase. Oh. I was about to sneeze, but then it kind of went away again. So you might not be yet settled in, but the usual steps, you know. Get through all the education you want to do, get some training in the job you want to do, start doing the job you want to do, ideally, earn some cash, start by buying a house and paying back the next 30 years for it. If you start young enough, that's pretty good. Now, the bank can be a bit of a bitch about it. I think what sort of work contract you have, but it's not a bad investment, mind you. It's gonna come back later to be fucking useful to you, so you might wanna consider it. Apart from that, there's really nothing else, honestly. It's the same shit as always, basically. Rinse and repeat. But of course, that is the ideal. Not saying that you need to follow that particular way. Honestly, no, I didn't. And I didn't regret it. So, I mean, you can do stupid shit like me, you know? Like, you can start your own business and, basically have the time of your life for quite a while, and then, well, then Corona comes around and fucks you up. To be fair, nobody can guarantee you success, no matter what you do. What was I? Oh yeah, I was about to buy some huts, so that my people can actually grow and I can get more options. Not have, oh yeah, don't have enough. See, that is why I was trying to actually, you know, get some time. Because I was pretty sure I didn't have the necessary wood. Shut up, Kitty! Don't! Kitty is getting her. I think even Kitty's feeling for time is a bit screwed over by my somewhat strange schedule at the moment. And oh boy, do I hate it. But it's not gonna change. Complaining about it is not gonna change. It helps with your mood, mind you. Sometimes a bit of complaining does help. Do I still have some wood here? No, of course not. Why is your workload so fucking slow? Do the trees still need to grow? And that it probably? Yeah, I kinda needed to plant a lot of trees, didn't I? That's probably the problem, isn't it? Well, that fucks with me. How does it look good-wise? Not bad on food. We're slowly getting some clothes in, that's okay. The wood supply, however, is what's really fucking with me. I could buy it, but this early on, honestly, you kinda wanna avoid that. Because, you know, this amount of money seems nice, but basically you're running at a minus from the early on. Kinda a bit annoying. Yeah, see you around, little Terry. Always nice to have you around. If you have anything else you want to talk about randomly like this, do feel free. I'm, as you know, open. Basically to discuss whatever comes along. Now, let's try to go out of dipped again, and let's actually try to build things up. I must admit, especially after yesterday, after I played this quite extensively, you can clearly see that Anno will always be Anno. You can take the newest inclusion in the Anno series. I think it should still be 1800. I think they don't have. I haven't heard about any newer ones. That is, and apart from a few more experimental ones that they did, Anno has always been Anno. That's kind of satisfying. It's the one formula that is nice, that works, that you want to play with. And they never changed it up too much. There were the more futuristic ones. I don't remember what fucking year they called those, but I think there was one in space, wasn't there? I think so. Those were fun as well, in their own ways. But classical Anno is just basically unbeatable, isn't it? Can't go wrong with good old Anno. Okay, I'm getting somewhat sick and tired of the same fucking fruit juice. But it does keep you going. God damn it, I misclicked. See, that is the sort of really not modern, but old as not comfortable to use sort of commands. Same with the battle commands, you know. The fact that I basically have to switch between build and battle just to equip my ships and then use them is, of course, somewhat uncomfortable. It should be to no one's surprise. But honestly, you get used to it. Now that I'm on the trip of old games again, I do wonder if we, because I do remember that we started once playing Baldur's Gate, the original one, mind you, not the modern interpretation. And I think we got pretty damn far. I do kind of feel like we might want to change things up and have actually... I was thinking starting new again, but maybe we just finish up the save we had. Don't think there was that much left in Baldur's Gate 1. Pretty sure we were already to the city, so... maybe. It might be interesting. Might make some people go all wide-eyed, you know? Going to Twitch, seeing a stream, going like, Baldur's Gate, going, this is not Baldur's Gate I know, because they think of the modern one. And I'm sitting there like, no, this is Baldur's Gate. The one you're thinking of wrong. Kind of fun, I have to say. Just for the pure fuckery. Mind you, I'm still very much thinking that Baldur's Gate 3, as it is correctly titled, that's not a bad game. I played it, especially the first chapter. Pretty impressive work there. Kind of got weaker a bit later on, but yeah, minor complaints aside, pretty good game. And still, though, you know, even the stuff like the romances. I mean, yeah, that's cute and all, but I still prefer the original ones. The Cunia de Vir. Damn it, I had to work really hard to get into those particular bands, you know. Also do like the fact that, you know, Evil Drow Woman, of course, Maxi, Evil Drow Woman. I mean, it's a dark elf. What the fuck do you expect? Of course I choose Maxi. As fuck. Do like that design, you know. Dark skin, white hair. Kind of waifu that's right after my own heart. You know, she's like, yeah, I'm not gonna follow love any longer, you know, Spider Queen can go fuck herself in multiple ways, and then she's like, but I'm not gonna turn good. I'm staying evil. She doesn't do a Dritz Jordan, look at me, I'm a special snowflake, I'm the only good one here. She's like, no, I'm fucking evil. I know I'm fucking evil. I'm not gonna stop that. I just don't get along with those any longer. Classical. And for some reason, you know, of course Baldur's Gate 1 didn't have, you know. Not that fucking kitty. I swear to God. Yeah. Never learns his fucking lesson. Also, yeah. Of course, you know, they didn't have smexy animations or anything going on like that, or, you know, 3D characters walking around and looking good while doing smexy things. No, obviously not. It's fucking... I mean, Baldur's Gate 1 was the end of the 90s, so you can kind of see where they're coming from. But, for some reason, those romances feel a lot more immersive, I wanna say. It's not the entirely correct term I'm looking for. I'm kind of struggling a little bit here, finding the right word. More meaningful? Kinda? I don't know. Whatever they did back then, they did it good. Honestly, you know, if you have some free time and some money to spend, you might want to actually look into the old Baldur's Gate. I think the Enhanced Edition, which basically keeps the original, it adds in a few things, mind you, and I'm not too happy about some of these stuff they did, like adding in new characters. You never really should do that when you take up on an IP like that. But since you can basically just ignore them as well, you do have that option. It's okay. It's the most accessible version at the moment, and also not that pricey, you know. You might want to take a look there. It's gonna be quite the difference in playstyle that you're gonna have to go through, because it's a classical CRPG. Basically, it's the OG CRPG for most people. You might feel somewhat, you know, strange engaging with it at first, but if you can get through that strangeness, same actually with other games that have a special sort of control scheme and stuff like this, like the Gothic series, for example. Control scheme is absolutely awful. There's no way around it. It's awful. The game itself, Gothic, mwah, that is a fucking gem. Gothic 2 with Night of the Raven is my ideal size for an open world. Literally, they have it down perfectly to the point where you actually get a world that is big enough that, you know, it invites you to explore. And since it's not so big, every exploration is actually meaningful. You will always find something. You go off the beaten path into the first best forest. You will find dozens of things if you're willing to look there. Of course, also dangers. Can kill you, especially at an earlier stage of the game. But really good. For some reason, it always feels like the old games did things quite often quite a bit better. I just said, but, you know, I would kind of like to have more of that. Actually, spice. We might wanna actually start a bit of plantation work to get some spices to sell, because that could actually help with my minus income. But yeah. Yeah, I think we might actually... I would have to look up on the YouTube channel, actually, how far we gotten in Baldur's Gate, because I don't remember. And I don't trust my safe game naming sense. Not at fucking all. But I'll say it would be absolutely worth it. Well, we're gonna set up another marketplace right up here, basically, already for future purposes. Well, as soon as we have the wood, that is. Because I think, yeah, that should give us more than enough space, maybe even a bit like this, where we can use the whole of the island. So basically that we have some farming area here. We do need to grow a little bit more before we can do that, though. Strange things. Makes one wonder what has happened to the more modern entries, let's say. I guess that's actually kinda true, I suppose. It's a problem, isn't it? Because if I set up a quarry there, I'll set it up on the other side. Because this mountain also, of course, has iron, and I would like some iron, rather obviously. But yeah, I do think we're gonna take a nice little quick run back towards Ye olde Baldur's Gate at some point. Just for the lulz. So then, you know, I can get people to be interactive again. Like, okay, so what sort of romance we want to go for? I mean, I have some options, you know. The hero is an option, which I always found really funny. Like, look, your husband is dead. How about it? Ah, your little Barsborn can be such an interesting character. I have to admit. Anticonia Debir. Honestly, you know, if nobody actually, you know, is willing to contest it, I would always go for Madame Debir. Why? Because, you know, that's a smaxy darker. I'm sorry to say, but what else do you want me to say? There's not much more to add to this particular conclusion. Can I afford that if I had some more wood? And that is not working at all. I guess I could set up another one. That's not really what I wanted to, but you know how they sometimes say that you have no options but to power through. Yeah, this is one of those examples. Actually, since that is also open for debate, I suppose. Since I don't know if strategy will actually show up and we'll be playing this more extensively, and I did wanted to do things today anyway. I'm kind of gonna basically leave it open. If somebody wants to make a suggestion as to what we should play, in case he doesn't show up, do feel free. I mean, I can give you some basic options we've been going for in the immediate past, and that we can easily continue.
New land has been opened up.
Better. Among the options is Yakuza 3, of course. We can continue doing Havoc in...
Someone is offering you a trade agreement.
Ooh, nice. In the good old city of Kamurocho, I think we are at the moment. It's always a fun ride. And pretty sure we just finished all of the side quests we could, so basically next would be a story segment. Story of Yakuza's. I do love the sheer difference in tone between the side quests, which are always a bit more on the kind of depends a bit on the specific ones, but the more funny side of things, and the main story, which is quite serious usually.
Your people want a tavern.
Our people should basically shut up while I'm talking. Alternatively, we could play Neverwinter Nights. We are we on the Flying City yet? Yeah, pretty sure we are. We're playing the first expansion pack of Neverwinter Nights. Shadows of Undrentide? I can never remember how to fucking how that is actually fucking written. But if you know about it, you'll probably know what I mean, I hope. You can play this, and that too is a rather fun experience, honestly. I'm absolutely not against playing with that. In fact, I'd go so far as to say that is probably my preferred choice.
A competitor is
Alternatively, we played His Origin. A bit of a very different field, I'd say. Not bad. Oh yeah, we got our fields. And well, I guess technically speaking, I could also actually do put Baldur's Gate up, but that would actually require some preparation. Kind of, if you want to see me sitting here and mumbling to myself when I try to figure out where we were, what we have done and shit like that, and we can do that, you know. I'm not saying we can't. But I think if nobody is gonna make a suggestion, then I think I will probably switch over to Neverwinter Nights. So what is that particular song? I know that song from somewhere, I just don't remember where. I don't mean in the classical sense, mind you, I mean from another... Was it a game? Was it a visual novel? It was something. Was I also used this precise same melody. And for some reason, I can't remember the title for the love of my life. You know what the subtitle is, right? Okay, we're of course running out of tools again, which means we do need to set up a tool trade sooner or later. So yeah, we should probably set this up in the right way so I can easily edit it, because you know, I don't really know how I would classify a mixed game video on YouTube, and it seems like a pain in the ass, so I'm gonna just not do that, and instead just like a nice little point that I can then cut out from. Okay, so we have the cattle farm. That means we do need a butcher. A butcher doing butcher's work. And now that we have that, we need more people. Technically, this sort of a very, very slow kind of growing has its advantages. I mean, one of the most obvious ones is that you always take a little bit of a break in between and then go like some houses. You don't actually run out of money that easily. Which can be a bit of a pain in the ass. I mean, you always have a bit of a fluctuation when it comes to your tax revenue, mostly because, well, you know, your people don't just stay the same. There's always going to be some fluctuation there. Sometimes people just die. You know, sometimes the plague is around, stuff like that. Happens to the best of us, I can tell you. And of course, you know, you do also have on the other side, the more your people demand something like a tavern, for example, that costs quite a bit of money to keep going. Okay, you need bricks for that. Aren't we producing bricks? We are indeed producing bricks, so we should at least be. Doesn't that work with that? Should, technically speaking, work with that, though. Do you want me to go down there, eh? Could I get away with that? Mayhaps. Mayhaps. I guess I'm gonna need to build another marketplace. Like, look, it's the marketplace of ideas, realized. We need more tools. Buy. That's always the phase I don't like, because now I'm kinda needing to buy tools. I don't want to buy too much of them, because they are kinda pricey. 105 a pig. Quite the money. Quite the amount of money indeed. Nothing but a bit of fruit juice to keep you going. This stage though. I don't think I ever was that particularly weak to changes, or well, sudden changes in temperature. But apparently that too is not something I can count on any longer. Okay, we have 6 tools now. Okay, that is a rather famous melody there, isn't it? Okay, we need more tools. Apart from that, we're just gonna extend our road system. And we wait for more tools, obviously, because we don't have a choice. And then hopefully
your city grows and thrives.
It does, doesn't it? I should also probably forbid my people from using my materials. Because if you give these lazy bastards even a chance, they will literally eat up your resources like no one's business. Now I don't know which song precisely is that Twitch takes offense with. But there is at least one song in this particular game that Twitch does not like. That will silence in my videos. Ah. One of those fun little moments where it's like, are you certain you need to do this? Do you feel the need? Yes? Okay. But could you maybe not? I'm not sitting here and playing classical music for you, no? It's not like we do a stream that's like, you know, the 100 best hits of Beethoven or something. Like, I would do that just for the fucking notes of it, to be fair. Just because, you know, nothing against Beethoven. It's a pretty fucking nice music. But, yeah, I can't see how that could get you into trouble. Where is my spices? There is my spices. I mean, for God's sake, you know. We wouldn't even dare to do that, because we know copyright does not like that at all. Yes, we are well aware, well and truly. We want to or not, actually, it's not like they give you a choice. Yeah, good. Do make sure that we have all of the little things. And I think I'm gonna set up another spice field immediately. Because spices is of course something you will require later for your people, but it's of course also a relatively valuable trading resource. No reason to, you know, not do precisely that, namely trading it. So that you might get some of those precious little monies. Are you still inside? Yes. Good. Now we need to wait for them to grow, as is only good in prepare, and then I guess we could also set up a bit of a field for grains, couldn't we? Because I think grains actually, memory serves, that is, actually grow on all the islands. That's a sort of declaration you should never make without checking beforehand. Better way of saying it. But I'm relatively certain. Then again, I was also pretty damn certain that the Neverwinter Nights, the Holy Avenger, actually should be limited to at least alignment, and more specifically to the Paladin class, because I'm damn well sure it was that case in Baldur's Gate. But since my evil former Paladin, now Blackguard, can actually use that Holy Avenger no problem, it's kind of like, feels a bit strange. Just a tiny bit. Now look at me, I'm evil enough that I would probably, you know, search for the next best orphanage, not to donate some money to help the cause, but just to find the next target for a good case of arson. Because, you know, I might be a bit shitty, so I kind of want to, you know, start a fire or something. A person like that being able to use a Holy Avenger seems kind of a bit strange. Ironic, and funny enough for me, but kind of strange. Just gonna point it out. What else do I wanna... Ah, yeah, right, I was about to set up a grain farm. How do I do this better? Oh, we were building a road. If I make a road along here...
You have withdrawn access to building materials from your inhabitants.
Yes, game, I am aware. I told my people to shut up and not use all my fucking resources while I'm trying to actually do something for them. And my people are like, but sure, we want to steal all your tools. What about our need for tools? You're sitting there like, well, you also want to eat, right? You would like to eat something, isn't that so? Well, then how about you shut up and let me build you some food? Ungrateful people everywhere, I tell ya. Okay. There's I guess I could expand further and build a watermill, but it does seem kind of like a bit of a... how to put it mildly? Oh right, a pain in the ass, doesn't it? One of those pain in the asses where you're like, do I really want to? And the answer is, no. No, I'd rather not, to be fair. Okay. Anything else I want to get going immediately, or do we need to get a few more citizens again? Alcohol is gonna be a problem. Which means we do need to make some money so we can actually start trading more efficiently. Selling things. Spices. We can sell those until here. I don't really want to start with food and clothes again. Because that always seems to end up badly for me, so I kind of would like to avoid that, honestly. Yeah, gonna allow you to use things again. And then the people wanted a tavern as well, didn't they? We can set one up. Or can we? Maybe in that corner there. I'd say that's kinda okay. Yeah. We barely get away with it. Also want to connect it by road because
New land has been opened up.
it always seems more reasonable to do that. People like roads, don't you know? Also, to be fair, that is costing me quite a bit of maintenance. Oh well. Sucks, but it is what it is. You can't really build there. Just gonna build it there. Gonna build a nice little church behind the house. Because I know my people are gonna scream for fucking churches soon enough.
A competitor is enlarging his fleet.
The usual case, you know. The drugs for the mind, the drugs for the body. The first thing people ask for once they actually settle down. Like, but sure, we need liquor. And a church. Because you know, first you get dead drunk, then you sleep with your neighbor's wife, and then you run to the church and ask for forgiveness. Pretty obvious, isn't it? Ah, humans. What a great species we are.
Your people need a school.
My people should stop being greedy. Very, very much so. Yes, for the moment I do need to... I do love that the pioneers don't give a flying fart how much you tax them. On the other hand, my settlers, if you're not actually satisfying their demands, are a bit more choosy. We do kind of want to slowly build up to a full treasury again. Oh well, full, quote unquote. A positive one. Okay, let's see. You are empty. You. And quickly get back to go to the back of the room and get myself a bottle of water. Because I do feel like I will need one. The good thing is, it's not far. In fact, it's all in one singular room. The advantage of living in a small apartment, apart from the obvious advantage, namely, not much in the way of rent. Otherwise, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. Of all the things, of all the things. Which actually does remind me, in order to start this game, I needed to do launch that, what's that called? Ubisoft. I want to say Uplay, but I don't think it's Uplay any longer. Is it Ubisoft Connect? Yes, I think it's Ubisoft Connect. I saw an announcement for a new Assassin's Creed, and I looked at it, and I was... Can I say, at this point I'm not even disappointed now. Especially after we recently played the Assassin's Creed 2, now as in one of the good old Assassin's Creeds. I looked at it and I went like, wow. Just the way it starts with something like the pricing, you look at it and you're like, okay. Immediately you go like, pre-order bonus. Price for the main game, $70. Season pass, DLC. It's like, okay, man, all the modern on shit that nobody really likes, and that is just a fucking cash grab. Right then and there from the start. Nothing surprising at all. Although, to be fair, I don't know what they call it, Ultimate Edition or something. That's fucking a lot of cash they want for that. Like, Jesus. Things have evolved, and not for the betterment, I would very politely point out.
Your city grows and thrives.
Indeed it does. And to be fair, Assassin's Creed was never one for the complete historical accuracy, I'll give him that, but what do we have now? We have a black samurai, which is hilarious, in feudal Japan, apparently, and a kunoichi, which is less hilarious, although pretty much on the same level of historical accuracy. Funny. I've seen more than enough kunoichis in my life, mostly while they're getting into some ropes, or tentacles, other things, because, well, maxi female ninja, yeah, I can get behind that idea. No problem. But it's not the most historically accurate thing now, is it? In fact, actually, I think I looked it up at one point. I was like, yeah, kinda figured that much. But it's a fun idea, what can I say? And of course, Black Samurais, because yeah, that's the sort of title you can easily get, especially in feudal Japan. That's... Yep, I'm sure. I mean, I do remember, and this is something I read up about long ago. I do think that at least one of the bigger daimyos had at some point a Black Retrainer. But basically for the lulz. Because I think his statement was basically like he was intrigued by, just the strangeness of it all, somebody with that dark of a complexion. And that's basically the whole reason why he kept him around. Also because he apparently found him somewhat funny. Not just skin color. So, there's that, yes, but it's really not the same though. Really not. I'm pretty sure there's no... At least none of I can think of outsider. So basically a non-Japanese person that actually managed to achieve the actual full-blown title of samurai is there. I mean, maybe can I guess claim honorary samurai status or something like that? You can go for that. Or, we just round it up and go like, it is a pretty damn hard thing to achieve. For obvious reasons. Very strange decision though. I mean, if you set a game in Japan, but wouldn't it just make more sense to just have, Japanese peoples doing Japanese things? It seems kinda prudent. Oh well. Maybe I'm just old, maybe I just missed the timing now when you're playing in the fucking... When you're playing around Jerusalem, you're playing somebody who's actually from the region, or when you're playing in fucking Italy, you play fucking Italian. I mean, much to my chagrin, but oh boy, so be it. Does seem rather fitting, doesn't it? But oh well. What do I know? I'm not a game developer. And considering what AAA studios these days produce and how much I dislike it, I probably wouldn't make a good one, because if that is what is considered to be good, you know, endless repeatings of Battlefield that never seem to improve much, instead they are just shove in ever more of their we are a service now, we're not actually a product any longer nonsense. Yeah, I would probably make a pretty damn poor example of a game developer, because I wouldn't do that shit. Okay, fucking frown upon the idea of DLC. I'd be like, no, you know what, we're gonna make a nice game. Once we're done, we're gonna throw it on the market. Let the market judge it for its merit or lack thereof. And then, when, you know, it actually turns out it's kind of popular, we can start working on an expansion pack. Like we did in the good old days, you know. Full-on expansion packs. And I miss those days sometimes, I cannot lie. I cannot lie at all. So much more could have been done in the past, but it wasn't. Although I do realize to some degree, to be fair, that does make me sound like an old man, doesn't it? Good old-fashioned, I can't get with the times. The times are kind of sucky from my perspective. I don't know why the young ones just go like, yeah, that's the thing now. Shouldn't they be out on the street, complaining loudly and proudly about it? Maybe it is. Maybe that is actually the generation gap or something at work. Could be. Okay, we're still running out of fucking minus. That is not a state I'm too particularly fond of, so I guess we'll need some more people here. Because otherwise, no, it's gonna get worse. Yeah, well, we can't actually afford any streets, can we? Let's just remember that there's supposed to be a road there. And let's collect some more people. They're like Pokemon, you need them all. Mostly to pay off the fucking the operating cost of your fucking islands. Especially stuff like tool makers. Those are fucking pricey. But that also means we can stop, no, aim. And stop buying tools, because now we can make ones. So we could now sell tools. Which honestly is not a bad business. You do make a nice amount of cash over that. How far? Yeah, pretty much everyone is in range. Okay. Yeah, they want a school as well. How the fuck do we set this up? Landmass is not ideal for what we're doing here, honestly. I'll have to say. So let me take a quick look. Quickly gonna check the little Discord thing. See if I hit anything from strategy. I have not. And we do approach the first hour, so yeah. I'll say, since yeah, I do kind of want to play with strategy's new map. I kind of want to keep myself somewhat fresh on this game for that particular purpose. Play with the other Annos actually. Ideally, I kind of want to start playing through the other ones, like 1701, I think, was it? And 1402, I want to say, but I can't ever fucking remember those numbers. I kinda, since a lot of those come with map editors and stuff like that, and playing a game like Anno, a city builder with other people is just actually a lot more fun. It's already fun enough, you know, to just build up your little society, see it grow, it's fun, and but playing with somebody else, you know, helping yourselves along the way, and sometimes, you know, sabotaging a little bit here and there. There's a lot of fun to be had there. You can absolutely stick around to an amazing degree in 1800 with shared ships and stuff like that. So anyway, the other side just fucks with you. You just like, oh, look, your little ship seems to have been scuttled for some reason. Strange how that works, isn't it? I remember having some fun with that. But yeah, since that is effect, I think in the next 5 minutes or so we're gonna change over. Means actually I should get relatively quickly. For the moment I'm thinking Neverwinter Nights It's the classical experience. But as I said before, if you want to contest it, just to let me know. By whatever means you desire. Use the Discord thingy, can use the fucking Twitch chat. Because believe it or not, I do try to read that. Or whatever other option is to your liking. Now, technically, you could go over to YouTube, post a comment there. That's probably the only way I could not immediately see it from where I'm sitting right now. That is an option. Then you can later on complain about, why didn't you read my suggestion? I would do that, probably. Yeah, I don't know to think about it. I would be the one smart ass who goes like, every means at our disposal, you say. Okay. Goes over to YouTube, picks a random video, goes like, I suggest XYZ game. Then when I don't do that, they'll come up to me and go like, nah, okay. You didn't read my suggestion. That's not nice of you. Absolutely sounds like something I would do. And have fun with that, mind you. Ah, well. But yes, let nobody say I didn't give you the option. No, I did give you the option to change your fate. For better or for worse, mind you. I don't really like that we can't really get our hands on any alcohol. We are making a plus now again. Which is good. But going off the amount of plus we're making, this is going to take quite a bit to get out again. Also not really selling much of our spices, do we? Maybe if I make them a bit cheaper, 25. Pick. I don't know. The market is apparently filled up on them, then the only real way you can sell those is by being smart about it, I suppose. Of course, my way of playing Anno is always far too relaxed. You should immediately after you basically set up a somewhat working society, immediately start scouring other islands, and then take another good island that is giving you, for example, the fertilities that you don't have. Because if you do it like this and you wait a bit longer, then you will already see the enemy already has each 2 islands to their name. I am always far too relaxed when it comes to that. Then now I shouldn't be, but I just prefer it that way, honestly. Kinda more my style, kinda say. Not good for a competitive game of Anno, but very good for
this island's
relaxed one.
resources have been determined. And
Tobacco,
all the gold has been
vines,
discovered.
and sugarcane. I'm can get behind that. See, that would be an island that would be pretty nice of an addition.
You have discovered a native village.
And now it's natives. I remember how the natives made my life difficult. Mostly because my castle was set up right next to them, and whenever I just tried to deploy a unit, they immediately went like, I'm gonna chase you now, and try to kill you. Wasn't the most fun, let's say. Okay. Another drink. Fruit juice. Now then, as we have neither heard from strategy, no, we have anyone contesting my unlimited choice options. I'll quickly change this over. I should probably also change